We exist in a world today where everything can be faked or fixed. Noses can be changed, and stomachs can be tightened, and cellulite can be lasered away, apparently. Because that's what we're told to do, which is alter ourselves in order to be beautiful.
We often think body image issues comes from one big event, a breakup, a mean comment, a bad mirror moment. But in reality, it's the little things, tiny moments, words that stuck to you when you were too young to even understand them. This is about those little things, the things you don't realize are affecting how you feel about your body. First, how your parents felt about their bodies. When you were a child, you absorbed everything, even what wasn't said directly to you. If your parents often complained about their looks, about gaining weight, or constantly dieted, you learned that bodies are things to fix, not love. Even if they never criticized you, you picked up the tone. The way we talk to our children becomes our inner voice. If your parents saw their own reflection with disgust, there's a chance that somewhere deep inside, you started doing the same without realizing why. Second, the Photoshop and the illusion of normal. We live in a world where nothing looks real anymore. Even people's breakfast bowls are edited. We scroll through perfectly lit, airbrushed, filtered photos, and our brains quietly start rewriting the definition of normal. You don't consciously think, I want to look like that. You just start feeling like you're less. And that's what scary is. Half the time, those pictures aren't even real. They're composites, filters, AI, and Photoshop stitched together to create a perfection that doesn't exist anywhere, not even in the person who posted it. Third, your first relationships. Your first relationship can shape your body image more than you realize, because that's often the first time someone else mirrors your body back to you. If they made you feel adored, accepted, beautiful just as you were, that stuck. But if they made jokes compared to you to compare you to others or treated your body like it needed fixing, that stayed too. People's insecurities about their bodies often trace back to those first experiences where they felt unappreciated or unworthy. Sometimes you're just healing from a comment made years ago by someone with no longer who remembers saying it. Fourth, how you judge others. What we notice or criticize in others often reveals what we secretly fear about ourselves. If you're quick to point out someone's flaws, it's often because you're not at peace with your own. Next time you find out yourself judging others, pause. Ask, what part of me feels threatened by this? You'll be surprised how often it has nothing to do with them and everything to do with you. Fifth, the way your friends treat their bodies. Our friends shape our self image more than any influencer could ever. When you look at your circle constantly talking about losing weight, cheat days, or looking fat, it becomes the background noise of your mind. You start absorbing the energy without meaning to. But when you're around with people who treat their bodies with respect, who move, eat, rest, and live without guilt, you start feeling the permission. You start having the permission to do the same. You subconsciously adopt the mindset of the people you hang out with the most. Sixth, the media you consume. Every show you binge, every influencer you follow, every magazine cover, they're all telling you silently what's beautiful and what's not. And over time, those messages blend into wallpaper with your mind. It's not just about what you see, it's about what you don't see. Different bodies, different faces, different definitions of beauty. If you only ever see the one type of body being celebrated, it's easy to think it's the only type of body that deserves to be celebrated. Seventh, your heritage or your hometown. Culture runs deep. The food you grew up eating, the comments relatives made, the way your community views beauty, and all of it the shapes of the body story. Maybe your culture associates beauty with being fair, thin, tall, muscular, or curvy, and every family gathering becomes a silent comparison. Even small remarks like you've gotten darker or you have gained weight can echo for years. Over time, these messages settle into your psyche until they start feeling like the truth. 8. The depth of your relationships. Have you ever been in a relationship where love went deeper than looks? Where you were seen for your mind, your energy, and your soul? The kind of connection changes you because it teaches you the beauty that isn't something you perform, it's something you radiate. Until you experience it, it's hard to believe love can exist without physical perfection, but once you do, you do realize that appearance was never what mattered most. Ninth, your idea of fitness. If you work out just to fix yourself, you'll always feel broken. When exercise becomes a punishment instead of self-care, it stops being healing. But when you move because it makes you feel alive, strong, and centered, fitness becomes something holistic, not just about how you look, but how you live. And ironically, that's when your body starts to truly thrive. Then, the authenticity of your friendships. Look around. Are your friends built on honesty or convenience? If the people in your life only stick around when things look good, when you look good, it's natural to start trying your worth to your appearance. But genuine friends remind you that you matter for what you are, not what you look like. And when you feel safe in that kind of love, body image starts to heal on its own. 11th, comments from strangers. Even random comments, catcalls, compliments, stares shape the way that you view your body. Even if they seem harmless, they turn your body into something that can be judged, rated, or owned. You're not a product on display, you're a person, a living, breathing person, and your worth doesn't depend on who approves you. 12th, what you understand about health. We've all been taught to see health as a number, a size, a scale, a weight, calories. But health is so much more than that. It's energy, sleep, balance, strength, peace. When you constantly compare your body to someone else's, you lose sight of what your healthiest version actually looks like. Your body doesn't need to be anyone else's definition of perfect to be enough. 13. Labeling food as good or bad. Food isn't moral, yet we talk about like it is. I was bad today, or I'm being good at this week. When you attach guilt to eating, you make your body the enemy. Instead of seeing food for what it really is, fuel, comfort, connection, culture, your worth isn't measured in calories or carbs. 14. Not spending time outside. Our bodies are designed for sunlight, movement, and nature. When you spend all day indoors staring at screens, you disconnect from your body, from the very thing that's keeping you alive. Sunlight literally creates serotonin, your happiness chemical. The more time you spend outside, the more you remember when it feels like to be a human. 15th, lacking purposes. When you don't have something meaningful to build, love, or create, it's easy to start obsessing over the surface, your looks, your flaws, your body. But when you find something that lights you up from within, a goal, a passion, or purpose, your energy shifts outward. You stop worrying about the scene and start focusing on being. Purpose gives you body meaning because it becomes a vessel for what you're meant to do. 16th, unrequited love. It's easy to believe someone didn't love you because how you look, but love isn't something you can earn through perfection. Someone who truly wants you when you're thinner, fitter, or prettier isn't offering love. They're offering conditions, and that's not love at all. Real love doesn't ask you to shrink, it meets you where you are and helps you grow into more of yourself. So, the next time you find someone or something criticizing yourself, your body, pause. Ask yourself where the voice came from. Who taught you that? Who taught you to think that way? Most of the times, it wasn't you. It was the years of little moments, little comments, little compromises, and little comparisons. But now you can unlearn them. You can start speaking to your body with kindness because it's the only thing that's been with you through it all. And it deserves some love, not some punishment.